Okay, everybody. So, welcome back. This is Ian from Theralist, and in this video, really quickly, we're going to walk through a simple strategy for therapists and mental health professionals who are looking to amp up your income and create an ethical side hustle style business that can actually have a pretty dramatic impact on your bottom line. All right, so most of you already realize that Etsy is a great place to sell content if you're creating mindfulness oriented cards or planners or heuristics or templates or cognitive behavioral therapy style uh, you know workbooks or tutorials. All those things are really, really profitable. They're easy and they have lots of other potential second order of kind of effects for your business. You can sell them on your website. You can actually give them to patients or clients. But there's something that folks don't realize that you can do ostensibly anyway, in my experience, which is find things that are already for sale and that are templatized, and then you can simply edit them and sell them yourself. So here's an example of something. These are mindfulness based cards that were not originally editable, right? So the woman or the person or the store who is selling these, My Strongest Self, I don't know this particular vendor, but she had these for sale as PDFs that were kind of as is. So all of the mantras or the affirmations were already created and they were not able to be edited. But what I did, and I'm going to show you really quickly here so you can see in the back end of my own Etsy account, is I sent her a message which basically said, I really, really like the cards, but I want to change the messages. In other words, I don't want necessarily to be beholden to the, sort of affirmations or the mantras that she had in the original deck that were able to be edited. So you can see I sent this person, a message on the 14th of February, and she responded. You can see here it says, I run a mindfulness based learning community. This is our mindfulmarketplace.com platform that some of you are already members of. But, she essentially wrote back that said she doesn't have any editable templates in her store at the moment, but it's something I'd be more than happy to create for you, as it would be a great addition to my store. You can see she, communicated to me that this was in Adobe Illustrator format. I don't use that, right? So I wouldn't be able to edit those, the format that she created them in, nor the PDFs that she outputted them in. So she said she would need to make a Canva version in order to allow them to be edited. And then you can just see back and forth, our little thread of conversation. And then on the 20th, so roughly a week later, she sent me another message telling me that, the listing had been updated to be editable. And, she was further, agreeing with my recommendation that she start making more editable cards and templates and themes, etc. Of course, I bought the template right away. It was only $2.50, which is just ridiculous from the standpoint of a bargain. And now I have a complete set of our own customized, affirmation cards that are no longer tethered to the phrases and the words and the mantras that she created herself. And of course, I can use those, and some of them we have, but I've also created a whole new set that more match the, mantras and the affirmations and the approach that I feel are most aligned with our own audience. Okay, doke. So that's a really simple side hustle style business that you can launch as a therapist. It's very profitable. It's very easy. And the takeaway here is simply reach out to people who have themes or templates or designs that you like and ask if you can edit them. Ask if they'll make a copy that will allow you to actually edit the file and use your own messaging, your own language, et cetera, et cetera. By the way, there are workarounds for, even if they're not editable per se, there are ways of editing those files anyway, but they can be a little bit more of a pain in the rear end. And it's also somewhat unethical, I think, if someone's selling something as is, you don't necessarily want to make alterations to their files because, for your own resale purposes, it's kind of a bad faith approach. So I'd much rather reach out to someone and see if they'll give me the source file, as it's a much more, in my view anyway, ethical approach to entrepreneurialism. Okie doke. Thank you so much for watching. Again, this is Ian from Mindful Marketplace, and Theralist is our new platform for mental health professionals